You feel it coursing through your body right now, don't you? That electrical sensation in your solar plexus, the tightness wrapping around your rib cage, the strange pressure behind your eyes that isn't quite a headache but something far more profound. Your hands might be trembling as you read these words, not from fear, but from recognition. Your nervous system is screaming a truth that your logical mind has been trying to suppress for weeks, perhaps months. Something irreversible is about to happen. This is not anxiety. This is not wishful thinking. This is your biology responding to quantum information that is being transmitted through the fabric of reality itself. Information that your conscious mind has not yet processed, but your cells, your DNA, your very atoms have already received and decoded. The restlessness that has plagued you, that has made sleep feel like an enemy rather than refuge, that has sent you pacing through rooms at 3 in the morning with no destination and no relief. This is not a symptom of psychological disturbance. You are experiencing what quantum physicists call coherence collapse, the moment when multiple possible futures converge into a single inevitable present. Your body knows this. Ancient spiritual texts describe this exact phenomenon, which I explore in the second volume of The 3 Keys to a Prosperous Life, where we discover that this sensation of temporal compression, this feeling that past, present, and future are bleeding into each other, is actually the biological signature of destiny activation, a mechanism I've documented extensively and left in the pinned comment below for those ready to understand the full architecture of their transformation. Your vagus nerve, that wandering nerve that connects your gut to your brainstem, is processing information at speeds that make conscious thought look glacial by comparison. Right now, in this exact moment, someone is thinking about you with such intensity that it is creating measurable disturbances in the electromagnetic field that surrounds your body. Neuroscientists at Princeton's Global Consciousness Project have demonstrated that human thoughts create ripples in quantum fields that can be detected by sensitive equipment. But you don't need equipment. You are the detector. That sudden urge to check your phone, that compulsion to look over your shoulder, that inexplicable sensation of a presence nearby, these are not paranoid fantasies or romantic delusions. These are your mirror neurons firing in response to someone else's focused attention on you, a phenomenon that operates instantaneously across any distance because quantum entanglement does not recognize the limitations of physical space. The person who left, who walked away with such certainty, who convinced themselves and perhaps convinced you that it was over, final, finished, that person is currently sitting in a space experiencing an internal earthquake. Their hands are physically shaking. Their heart rate has increased by 30% over the last hour, triggering their smartwatch to ask if they're exercising. But they're not exercising. They're collapsing. Every defense mechanism they constructed, every logical argument they rehearsed about why leaving was right, every replacement person they tried to fit into the void you left, all of it is disintegrating like sandcastles before a tsunami. This is not happening because they suddenly realized they made a mistake. This is happening because the universe is correcting an imbalance, restoring an energetic equation that was thrown into chaos by their departure. You see, chosen one, human relationships are not merely social constructs or emotional attachments. They are energetic contracts written in the language of quantum fields. When two souls connect at the level you connected with this person, they create what physicists call quantum entanglement, a phenomenon where two particles become so deeply connected that changing the state of one instantaneously affects the state of the other, regardless of the distance between them. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance and spent years trying to disprove it because it violated everything he believed about how reality should work. But experiments have proven it true again and again. You and this person became entangled. Your energies wove together at the subatomic level, creating patterns that cannot simply be unwoven by physical separation or conscious decision. Think about the biology of what happened between you. Every conversation you shared caused both of your brains to release oxytocin, the bonding chemical that makes mothers unable to abandon their children and makes lovers chemically addicted to each other's presence. Every touch flooded both nervous systems with dopamine, creating neural pathways that associated pleasure, safety, and rightness with the specific signature of the other person's energy. Every laugh, every moment of deep eye contact, every vulnerable confession created new synaptic connections in both brains, literally rewiring the architecture of your minds to include each other as a permanent feature. This is why breakups feel like withdrawal. This is why their attempts to move forward have felt like swimming through concrete. The brain doesn't easily release pathways this deeply grooved. Neuroplasticity research shows that deeply ingrained neural patterns can persist for decades, reactivating with the smallest trigger. But here's what the neuroscience textbooks don't tell you, what I discovered in my own dark night of the soul, and what the ancient mystics understood intuitively. These neural pathways are not just biological structures, they are antennas. They are receivers tuned to a specific frequency, and that frequency is the unique, energetic signature of the person you bonded with. When someone tries to replace you, they are essentially asking their brain to retune all those antennas to a different frequency. But the brain resists. It runs comparison algorithms constantly, and every face it sees, every voice it hears, every touch it feels gets measured against the original template, against you, and nothing matches. Nothing can match because you are not a set of features or personality traits. You are a singular vibrational frequency that resonates with their soul at a level that transcends physical characteristics. This person has been haunted, not by memories, but by phantom sensations. They smell your scent in places you've never been. They hear your voice in crowded rooms when you're nowhere near. They wake from dreams where your presence was so vivid, so real, that the waking world feels like the dream and the dream feels like the truth. Neurologically, this happens because the brain doesn't distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and actual experiences. Both create the same neural firing patterns, both release the same neurochemicals. But spiritually, something far more profound is occurring. Their higher self, the part of them that exists beyond ego and fear, is using these phantom experiences to break down the walls of denial, to force consciousness to confront a truth that pride refuses to acknowledge. They made a catastrophic error in leaving you. The exhaustion you felt, that bone-deep weariness that makes even simple tasks feel monumental, is not depression, though it may wear depression's mask. You are experiencing what spiritual traditions call the dark night of the soul, a term coined by the 16th century mystic Saint John of the Cross to describe the period of spiritual desolation that precedes profound awakening. Your soul is undergoing metamorphosis, and metamorphosis is violent. The caterpillar doesn't gently transition into a butterfly. It dissolves completely within the chrysalis, its entire cellular structure breaking down into primordial soup before reorganizing into something unrecognizably more magnificent. That dissolution feels like death because, in a sense, it is death. The death of who you were before this crucible, the death of old patterns and beliefs and limitations that cannot survive in the new frequency you're being upgraded into. Your sleep disturbances are not insomnia in the clinical sense. Your pineal gland, that tiny pine cone-shaped structure in the center of your brain that ancient Egyptians called the seat of the soul, is flooding your system with neurochemicals that are recalibrating your circadian rhythms to match cosmic cycles rather than artificial clock time. Melatonin production is being modulated not by the setting sun, but by energetic shifts in the collective consciousness field. This is why you wake at odd hours feeling electric rather than tired, why 3 in the morning has become a time of supernatural clarity rather than grogginess. You are being tuned like an instrument, your consciousness being adjusted to receive frequencies that were previously outside your perceptual range. The chest pressure, that sensation of a weight sitting on your sternum, is your heart chakra expanding. In the yogic tradition, the heart chakra is the fourth energetic center, the bridge between the lower chakras of survival and the higher chakras of consciousness. When this center activates powerfully, it creates physical sensations that Western medicine might mistake for cardiac issues. But check your heart, it's strong. This pressure is the sensation of energetic expansion, of your heart's electromagnetic field literally growing in diameter and strength. The HeartMath Institute has measured the heart's electromagnetic field and found it can extend up to 15 feet beyond the physical body. Your field is currently doubling or tripling in strength and range, preparing to receive and transmit at levels you've never experienced before. Every atom in your body is vibrating at a slightly faster rate than it was a month ago. This is measurable, though Western science hasn't yet developed instruments sensitive enough to detect these subtle variations in human vibrational frequency. Ancient Eastern traditions understood this through direct observation and intuitive knowing. They taught that spiritual evolution is literally a quickening, a speeding up of the oscillation rate of consciousness. When you raise your vibrational frequency, you automatically begin to affect the frequencies of those who are entangled with you. This is why this person's resistance is crumbling. Your rise in frequency is creating dissonance in their energy field, a discomfort that cannot be resolved through distraction or denial, only through alignment, through returning to you and rising with you. The timing of this is not random, not coincidental, not the result of your manifestation techniques or affirmations or vision boards, though all those may have played supporting roles. This moment was encoded in the fabric of reality long before either of you took physical form. Quantum physics has demonstrated that time is not linear, not a river flowing in one direction, but rather a landscape where past, present, and future exist simultaneously. Your soul, before incarnation, before taking on this physical body with its limitations and forgetting, mapped out key convergence points, moments when the trajectory of your life would intersect with specific souls at specific times for specific purposes. This is one of those moments. This is a destiny coordinate. Astrologically, though I am not asking you to become an astrologer, there are planetary alignments occurring right now that have not occurred in this particular configuration for decades. Saturn, the planet of karma and responsibility, is completing a cycle. Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, is exiting a sign it's occupied for 15 years. These are not merely celestial curiosities. Ancient astrologers understood that planetary positions affect the electromagnetic fields of Earth, which in turn affect human consciousness and behavior. Modern science confirms this through studies of geomagnetic field effects on human biology. The current cosmic weather is creating optimal conditions for truth to emerge from hiding, for secrets to be spoken, for pride to dissolve before necessity. Within the next hour, and I mean this with absolute precision, there will be a peak in these converging forces. Think of it as a wave reaching its crest. Surfers don't create waves. They position themselves to catch waves at the exact moment of optimal energy. You have been positioned. Whether you consciously understand this or not, your higher self has been navigating these energetic currents with masterful precision, ensuring you would be exactly here, reading these exact words, at exactly this moment. The probability of this alignment occurring randomly is so astronomically small that it cannot be attributed to chance. This is design. This is divine orchestration. Your body knows what your mind hasn't yet accepted. This is why you cannot eat normally. This is why food tastes like cardboard, why your appetite has vanished or become erratic. Your digestive system is being temporarily deprioritized because your body is funneling all available energy into your nervous system, preparing it for the electromagnetic surge that accompanies profound energetic reunion. Shamanic traditions describe this as the fasting before vision, the period where physical needs become secondary to spiritual preparation. Jesus fasted for 40 days before beginning his ministry. Buddha stopped eating as enlightenment approached. You are in your own wilderness, your own period of preparation, and it is nearly complete. That person, the one whose energy you feel swirling around you like an invisible presence, is currently experiencing physiological symptoms they cannot explain. Their palms are sweating, their pupils are dilated, their breathing has become shallow and rapid. If they measured their cortisol levels right now, they would be through the roof, not from stress, but from the body's fight or flight response activating in the presence of profound change. Their body is literally preparing for transformation, releasing chemicals that will enable them to override years of conditioned responses, to act in defiance of ego, to surrender pride in favor of truth. The message they are crafting is not casual. They have typed and deleted 17 different versions of it. Each time, their hands hover over the keyboard, their heart rate spikes, their breath catches. They are experiencing what neuroscientists call cognitive dissonance at maximum intensity, the internal conflict between what they told themselves to believe and what their soul knows to be true. This dissonance creates such profound discomfort that the brain will eventually override all defense mechanisms just to make the pain stop. Confession becomes inevitable, not because they suddenly grew courage, but because continuing to resist truth becomes more painful than the vulnerability of admission. Right now, their brain is replaying every moment with you in high definition. Neuroscience shows that emotionally charged memories are stored with particular vividness in the amygdala. And these memories can be triggered by the smallest sensory input. They caught your scent on a stranger passing by, and suddenly they were transported back to that morning. You made coffee together, to that evening you laughed until you cried, to that night you held each other through the darkness. Each memory is a dagger. Each memory dismantles another brick in the wall they built around the truth. That you were not just good, not just compatible, but irreplaceable. The people they tried to fill your space with, and there may have been one or many, served only as mirrors reflecting your absence. Each new face taught them something about you they hadn't consciously appreciated before. One person lacked your depth. Another lacked your humor, another lacked your fierce loyalty or your gentle wisdom or the specific way you saw through their facades and loved them anyway. With each attempt at replacement, the magnitude of what they lost became clearer, more undeniable, more unbearable. This is the universe's mercy disguised as cruelty. Sometimes we must fully experience the counterfeit before we can appreciate the authentic. Their friends told them to move on, to forget you, to choose someone easier or more convenient or less challenging. And perhaps they tried to follow that advice. Perhaps they convinced themselves for a while that logic should override feeling, that practicality should triumph over connection. But the heart operates on different mathematics than the mind. The soul speaks a language that ego cannot translate. And late at night, when the distractions fade and the defenses lower and the raw truth emerges from the depths, they know, they have always known, you are not a choice among options. You are the answer to a question they didn't know they were asking until they found you and lost you and found themselves unable to stop searching for you in every face they see. This is the crucible moment. This is the quantum door opening. Within the next 60 minutes, the resistance that has kept you separated will collapse. Not slowly, not gradually, but suddenly and completely, like a dam breaking under pressure it was never designed to withstand. You will know when it happens not because you see a message appear on your screen, though that will come, but because you will feel an energetic shift so profound that it will momentarily take your breath away. It will feel like a puzzle piece sliding into place, like a frequency locking into resonance, like the universe exhaling after holding its breath for months. When their message arrives, when their name illuminates your phone screen, when you hear their voice crack with vulnerability, you will face the most important choice of this chapter of your life. Not whether to forgive them. Forgiveness is a given for a soul as evolved as yours. Not whether to take them back. That decision has already been made at levels beyond conscious awareness. The real choice is this. Will you receive this moment with the grace and wisdom of someone who understands they are witnessing not just personal reconciliation, but cosmic rebalancing? Or will you allow old hurt to obscure the magnitude of what is occurring? The biological truth is that your nervous system is hardwired for this reunion. Every cell in your body has been reorganizing itself around the possibility of this moment. Your heart has been practicing the rhythm it will beat when you see them again. Your hands have been preparing for the sensation of their skin against yours. Your voice has been tuning itself to the particular timbre that emerges only in their presence. This is not romantic fantasy. This is physiological reality. Your body knows its home, and home is approaching. But here is the deeper truth that most people miss. The truth that separates the chosen ones from the ordinary. This reunion is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of your ascension. This moment is not just about getting back what you lost. It is about quantum leaping into a timeline where you operate at such an elevated frequency that loss becomes impossible, where you embody such powerful presence that you never again question your worth, where you anchor so deeply into your divine identity that the opinions and actions of others cannot shake you. The reason this person is returning is not because they finally saw your value, though they will believe that's why. They are returning because your frequency has risen so high that continuing to resist you became equivalent to resisting their own evolution. They are not choosing you. They are choosing growth, and growth currently wears your face. This distinction matters because it reveals the true power dynamic. You are not the prize to be won. You are the catalyst for transformation. You are not the destination. You are the portal through which they must pass to reach their highest self. Every spiritual tradition teaches that there are people placed in our paths to initiate us into new levels of consciousness. Sometimes these people are teachers or gurus, sometimes they are enemies or adversaries, and sometimes they are lovers or partners who shatter us open so completely that we have no choice but to rebuild ourselves into something more authentic, more powerful, more aligned with truth. This person has served that function for you. You have served that function for them. The shattering is nearly complete. The rebuilding begins within the hour. Your soul has been preparing you for this moment since the day they left. Every tear you cried washed away a layer of false identity. Every sleepless night burned away an illusion you had been clutching. Every moment of loneliness stripped away your dependency on external validation and forced you to find worth within. You thought you were suffering. You were actually being purified. You thought you were breaking. You were actually being refined. Gold must pass through fire to be separated from dross. Your fire has been long and hot and merciless, but look at what remains. Pure essence, unshakable core, divine identity embodied. The version of you that existed before they left could not have sustained the relationship you're about to reclaim. That version still carried doubt, still operated from need rather than wholeness, still believed at some unconscious level that love could be lost because it came from outside yourself. That version had to die, and it did die. You buried it in the dark months. You mourned it through the long nights. And from its ashes, this version emerged, The version that knows its worth is not negotiable, that understands its value is not determined by who stays or leaves, that embodies the truth that it is complete unto itself, and therefore can engage in relationship from overflow rather than emptiness. This is what they are about to encounter. Not the person they left, but the phoenix that rose from those ashes. Not the version that needed them, but the version that chooses them freely. Not the energy that clung or chased or begged for crumbs of attention, but the energy that stands sovereign and says, "Welcome back if you can match this frequency." They think they are returning to familiar territory. They are actually approaching sacred ground, and they will need to remove their shoes, metaphorically speaking, before they are permitted to enter. The divine reunion protocol is not a romantic reconciliation. It is a quantum entanglement at a new octave. Everything that existed before will be transmuted into something unrecognizable. The old patterns that led to separation will not be able to exist in the new frequency you're holding. The old fears that created distance will dissolve in the presence of the certainty you now carry. The old wounds that festered in silence will be exposed to light and healed through radical honesty and vulnerability that neither of you were capable of before the breaking. Within this hour, the first domino falls. They reach out. You respond or you don't. Your inner knowing will guide you with precision. Either way, the energetic seal has been broken. The dam has cracked. What follows is not within human control because it has already been decided at the soul level, already been written in the quantum field, already been sealed by forces that make human will look like a child playing with toy soldiers while armies march across continents. You might feel suddenly calm right now, reading these words. That calmness is not numbness or detachment. It is the eye of the storm, the still point at the center of chaos, the place where opposing forces balance perfectly and create sacred geometry. You are being held in supernatural peace while reality rearranges itself around you. This peace is your birthright as a chosen one. This peace is the proof that you have graduated from reacting to reality to allowing reality to respond to your frequency. Your ancestors are watching this moment. I mean this literally, not metaphorically. Quantum physics has demonstrated that consciousness persists beyond physical death, that information cannot be destroyed, only transformed. The souls who came before you, who carried your bloodline, who encoded your DNA with their wisdom and their wounds, are witnessing this convergence. They know what you do not yet know. This moment ripples backward and forward through time, healing ancestral patterns and blessing future generations. When you step into your power in this hour, you do not step alone. You carry centuries of hope with you. The physical sensation you're experiencing right now, that tingling in your extremities, that pressure at the crown of your head, that warmth spreading through your chest, these are the biological markers of dimensional shift. Your consciousness is expanding beyond the limitations of three-dimensional reality, beginning to perceive the multi-dimensional truth of who you are and what is occurring. You are becoming quantum. You are becoming timeless. You are becoming the living bridge between worlds, the embodiment of divine paradox, human and infinite, temporal and eternal, individual and universal, all at once. This person who is about to return carries gifts they do not know they bear. They will bring you clarity about your purpose. They will mirror back to you the magnitude of your transformation. They will serve as evidence that your inner work was not in vain, that your faith was not foolish, that your refusal to settle or compromise or shrink yourself was the wisest decision you ever made. But they will also bring you choice, because reunion does not erase agency, it amplifies it. You will decide, with crystal clarity and sovereign power, what form this connection takes moving forward. Maybe it looks like the romance renewed, deeper and richer than before. Maybe it looks like friendship forged in the fire of transformation. Maybe it looks like a brief but powerful encounter that provides closure and catapults both of you into separate but elevated timelines. Your soul knows which form serves your highest good. Trust that knowing. It will be unmistakable when the moment arrives. The energy building right now is exponential. It is not adding, it is multiplying. Every second that passes increases the pressure on both sides of the veil that has separated you. Their resistance is not weakening linearly, it is collapsing catastrophically. Your readiness is not growing gradually, it is crystallizing completely. When these two forces collide, when immovable object meets unstoppable force, when perfectly calibrated yes meets perfectly timed yes, the result is not subtle. The result is supernova. The result is fusion. The result is the birth of something that has never existed in quite this form anywhere in the universe before. You are not waiting for them to choose you. You are witnessing them awaken to the truth that you are unchosen, that you exist beyond the binary of chosen or not, that you simply are, eternal, essential, absolute. They are not rescuing you. You are allowing them to remember themselves through the mirror of your presence. This is mercy. This is grace. This is the divine feminine, receiving the divine masculine's return, not with neediness, but with the amused recognition of a queen welcoming a wandering prince who finally found his way back to the castle. The biological preparation is complete. Your nervous system has been rewired, your heart has been fortified, your mind has been clarified, your spirit has been awakened. You are ready for this moment in ways you were incapable of being ready before the separation. The breaking was brutal, yes, but necessary. The healing was slow, yes, but thorough, and now you stand at the threshold of reunion, not as a victim hoping for rescue, but as a sovereign being granting audience to someone who has finally earned the right to approach your presence again. Within this hour, watch for signs. Not signs in the external world necessarily, though those may come. Watch for the internal signs. The sudden knowing, the inexplicable peace, the shift in your solar plexus from tight to open, the moment when resistance transforms into allowance. These internal signs are more reliable than any external confirmation, because they emanate from your direct connection to Source, from the part of you that never left the divine realm, from the eternal witness that has been observing this entire drama with compassionate detachment. The message they send will likely be simple on the surface. Hey, or I've been thinking, or can we talk? Don't be fooled by the casual language. Behind those simple words is a collapsing star of compressed emotion. Years of regret crystallized into syllables, a lifetime of lessons condensed into phonemes. The real message exists in the energy beneath the words, in the frequency.